Oh, why hello. I didn't expect to see you again. The troop is doing fine, though we do still miss Kit. We'd been hoping to carry on down this route, but there is a fearsome monster up ahead, we've heard. A traveling swordsman passed by not so long ago. Once we told him the rumors, he said that he would defeat the monster. But he has not yet returned. I do hope he's all right. Alphys! Forgive me. I was not equal to the task. Are you all right, man? What a frightful wound. Someone fetch some bandages at once. Please do not trouble yourself on my behalf. You there. Do you know one another? Indeed. This stranger was my greatest friend when my heart was broken by the cruel woman, La Black. Responsible for bringing me the lovely Flora, my true love and other half. It seems that fate continues to guide us, bringing the two of us to meet once more. I feel quite the same. For all that you have helped us in the past, I hope we might ask your help once more. Do you think you could defeat for us the monster that keeps us from traveling down the road? I would also be glad to leave the task to one as able as you. The monster is a fearsome one, but I know your strength. If even you cannot defeat such a monster, I don't know who would be able to. Oasis hat. Oh! It's right there. Hello!
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
Well, this is just silly.
Now, what next? Ignis are dead. Thus ends your lesson.
Okay, now we'll fight the big bad saber-toothed cat. This doesn't seem too bad. Although it's big.
I'll do my best. Molecular shot. Pierce our foes.
Weak to wind and sword. And knife. Azure-eyed tiger. Uh-oh.
How about you? What is the logical course of action? Venture stop The battle is truly
Yay.
joined.
Let's give a pomegranate to Therion.
Use this.
Wait, I should have given him the big one. Dang it.
An interesting dilemma.
Yeah, I guess it's not that bad.
Venture stop
Don't think we're gonna beat it yet.
Out of my way.
Although it's in the yellow
do
now,
my
so we
best.
might be able to.
Molecular shot. Pierce our foes.
Let's see, is it red now?
How about you?
It is. We have a chance at this. Gillen's horn.
Fear the
Yeah. Boom.
The thrill of the fight.
That wasn't even that difficult. So you did it. Well done, my good warrior. I expected no less of you. Astounding. You are even stronger than I knew. You took the very words from my mouth. My friend, you put up my skill with a blade to shame. Give me the quest. Show me the dungeon. Seems I still have far to go. I shall put myself to training at once. I remain grateful for your aid. Thank you from me and the troop. You've done us a great favor. Oh yes, and I'd meant to tell you before. We did have a letter from Kit after he left us. He is headed now to the place where he is to meet the woman who knew of his father. That was a very winding tale of a sentence. You speaking of a common acquaintance? What a coincidence. I've also heard rumors on the wind that the Lady LeBlanc is off to meet her perfect man at last. It seems she was headed for the land once known as the Kingdom of Hornburg. It's a miracle. Is this fate toying with us again? A coincidence? I suppose stranger things have happened. Where's Hornburg?
It's like this.
You can now fast travel to the ruins of Hornburg. Oh. Where are they? Where are they? Orwell, Quarry Crest, Boulderfall, Clearbrook, Saintsbridge, Riverford, 3. Oh, there it is. Oh. I bet this brings back memories, Ulbrich. The ruins of Hornburg. Oh, we go through here. What is that? What is happening here?
Is that so?
So I'll find Father on the other side? Truly?
Indeed.
He is there, waiting for you. This doesn't seem...
Is something the matter?
Yeah,
Oh, forgive me.
I'm not feeling so well. Why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up soon.
Yes.
I think she's bewitched him.
What have we here?
I trust you came for Kit.
However,
The lad is quite special to me. My soulmate, if you will.
I think not.
It's assuming you could interfere, even if you wanted to.
Gate of Finis. I leave it to you.
How did the Gate of Finis get opened if nobody had access to all the Dragonstones? Except for the House of Ravus, of course.
Fareth thee well.
Oh. Cool. What are these flames? Okay, these are things I have to battle. You again.
An interesting dilemma.
Well, you're cast in shadow, so... Miguel?
Lux Conjurer!
Okay, you're not weak to light.
Out of my way.
But you are weak to the sword.
I'll not be defeated.
We're gonna do one of these.
Molested stars, pierce our
Weak
foes.
to the wind and... Wait. Oh.
Victory
You're weak
shall
to
be
darkness.
mine.
Okay.
The dawn fight.
You were broken.
The battle is truly joy.
Well, I'm gonna give a pomegranate to Therion.
Use
Therion
this.
can do a lot of extra damage with that.
Out of my way. I'm ready. Are you? Time to steal the show.
Victory shall be mine. Fear.
My turn now.
It is pretty crazy that you're still
Here's our foes.
in the white.
Now, what next? Tenaba
Oh no. Ouch.
Out of my way.
Perfect.
I appreciate it. Really?
I need healing.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Have at you.
Well, you were weak to that and that, so we'll try one of the others.
Tight wrist.
Well, that one.
Out of my way.
Well then. Electric charge. Here's our foes.
Ah, weak to the light now, okay.
Have at you. Ignis Arden.
And fire.
What? What? Time to steal the show.
I'll not be defeated.
Definitely doing a good job with the show stealing, yeah.
Electric charge. Here's our foes.
Now then. Fear. Now, what next? Glacius Rodan.
One more go. We're almost done with you. Does not matter.
Now then.
Yikes, that's scary.
My turn now.
Heal us again.
Miracle of healing.
Let's see. It's gotta be ice or lightning at this point.
Now, what next? Glacius Rodan.
Good. Can I get a patience one time? No.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Now, what next? How about this? Victory shall be.
Excuse me?
I appreciate it. Really?
Why did Olbrich only do 1 damage? Oh, I didn't re-equip his weapons. Oh, I'm an idiot. Why did I do that? I didn't re-equip her weapons either.
Glacius Rodan.
Oh, I feel dumb.
Victory shall be mine. Fear the spear. With each battle, I grow stronger.
From the Diary of Graham Crossford, Part the 2nd. All hope was lost. My beloved was gone forever. I had finally finished the elixir, but it was too late. Mere days too late. My one true love had drawn her last breath just as I was racing back to her side. Medicine in hand and heart filled with renewed hope. For 3 days and 3 nights I lost myself in tears. A river of tears too deep and raging for me to ford my way across it. It was after the funeral that the woman found me, the Black she called herself. In the depths of my anguish, my life bereft of all meaning, she asked me a simple question, terrible in its implications. Would you like to see your beloved once more? That insidious offer, a mere whisper in the wind, took hold of me. Try as I might, I could not close my ears to it. If it would mean seeing my love even once more, then I would give my very life without regret. The Black told me of the gate of Finis, which separates this world from the next. If I could find it and cast it open, I could bring my beloved back to my side. I'd heard of legends once before, of course, but for the first time I found myself desperate to believe them. Begging the help of one of Kit's companions, I set out to the southeast. It was a fool's journey, but what else remained to me but a fool's hope? On my way, I passed through the village of Clearbrook. There I came across a young boy stricken with the illness and lingering just outside death's door. Convulsions racked his small frame and his skin mottled with a purplish pox. I recognized the symptoms at once. How could I not? It was the same foul malady that stole my beloved from me. I felt the touch of fate in this meaning. Though I had not been in time to save my love, I still carried the elixir I had labored so long to create. A remedy that could do nothing for her now. There was no doubt in my mind what I must do. I treated the boy with the medicine. When I looked at the boy's face, finally at peace and in calm repose, I saw my beloved again. And in her gentle eyes I found forgiveness. This is very long. I hope I can do that too someday. Such were the boy's words to me when he was strong enough to speak again. He told me that he wished to follow in my footsteps and become a great apothecary. His words were a reward I never expected. In that moment, I felt as though my journey was perhaps not a fool's one after all. I left what remained of the elixir and the rest of my medicines behind with the boy. I set out once more, turning my feet again to the gate of Finis. Little did I know that I was making the greatest mistake of my life. Well, damn. Well, damn. Also didn't have your axe. Wait, was that the right one? Oh yeah, of course it was. Okay, let's not do that again. Because that was me being stupid.
I will not lose to you.
So it looks like now we're finding out how they were all tied to this one final purpose. I think it was...
I appreciate it. Really?
Yeah. These are the exact same fights, but they're shadows. Interesting. Interesting. That's just a dagger attack, so we might as well...
Now, what next?
I'm gonna do it even though it's not gonna take anything out.
Well then.
Kinda okay with that.
Out of my way.
Use transfer rune next
Feel
turn.
the power.
And then I'm going to use another rune next turn. Da, 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 da.
I'll do my best. Maleficent star. Pierce our foes.
My way! Witchery.
Ugh. Forgot about you.
What's this now?
What's this is you've kind of been rendered useless for a spell.
What's this now?
My blade is unbending!
What's this now?
Still got one turn to go for this.
Witchery!
Ah!
What's this now?
Never mind. Not weak to that yet. There it is. Oh my gosh. I need to focus with somebody who can attack on attacking.
What's this now?
This isn't so bad, because this means that now Therion is not silenced.
Have this.
If I could get patience right now. Yes. Here you go, Therion. Eat up. Son of a bitch. I hate you so much, Simeon. Do I have... I still don't have anything that can cure this, can I? I wish I could silence you. Rudeman. Just gonna lay into it.
What's this now?
I guess I can use these, can't I? Got lots of wind soul stones. This will be stronger, I think. About the same. Alright, we'll do it this time.
Have a taste of this!
What's this now?
Still in the white. Still in the white.
A gift for you.
Let's do this!
Have a taste of this!
I better heal.
Have this.
Use this!
Should be at a death's grasp now. I really hate you, Simeon.
What's this now? A gift for you. What's this now?
Oh, good. I hate so much that you are still in the white.
Out of my way!
Take this.
Finally in the yellow.
What's this now? A gift for
Take this.
Have a taste of this!
Keep adding the silence, don't ya? Frickin' frick.
What's this now?
Shadow.
A gift for you.
Take this.
Probably was not necessary. Ugh. Do not appreciate this fight.
Here I go.
What's this? What's this now? A gift for
I don't know why I'm not using the large ones when I have them stunned. I didn't use it again. I thought I did that time. I'm crazy. Thunder large.
Take this!
We're close. It's
Have a
Stupid.
taste of this!
worst fight ever. Yeah, you're just gonna add more silences to us because you're a dick.
What's this now? A gift for you.
Out of my way!
I'm ready. Are you?
Oh, thank goodness. Let's just use the big ones that we have. Whatever we got.
Take this!
Take this.
How many more do we need?
Have a taste of this!
My gosh. Please tell me this can be the last one.
What's this now? A gift for you.
Nope. Gonna have to go another go. At least I can see all your weaknesses here.
I'm
this? Now
Take this!
Oh, finally. Ooh, forgot how
Where's the
much I
nearest
despised the simian fight. Okay, another wall of text. Jeffrey Azelhart. I kept my faith. I stayed true to my convictions until the end. Several years before my death, a shadow fell upon my dear noble court, a shadow known as the Obsidians. They brought with them sweet words and false promises, but I would not lend them my ear. Once they came to understand that I would not be swayed to their way of thinking, they came after my life time and again. I would not allow myself to be daunted. I dug deeper into the truth to uncover their intentions, their ties, and their mastermind behind the villainy. My search eventually led me to learn of the gates of Finis. In the end, I was murdered by the men who caught wind of my discoveries, yet I do not regret my actions. I lived true to the words of my house and did all that I could for the sake of my people. My sole regret is that I have left Primrose alone to pick up the pieces of this broken life I left behind. My precious daughter should not have to bear such a burden on her shoulders. Primrose, you stood before my grave and told me, did you not, that you had lived true to what I had taught you? You are strong, my daughter. You found your own cause and purpose, and the purpose you found was the continuation of my very own. You carried on in my footsteps and finished what I started. My dear Primrose, when I think of how much you must have suffered all alone, all I can do is beg you to forgive me. Now the time has come for you to lay down your burden and rest. It is time you forget about me and find happiness, a happiness of your own, for I will always be with you. It's just you? Okay. Not worried if it's just you. I'm not sure if there are going to be other monsters around here or if it's just them. Just these unholy Premi. Oh, hey, it's you again.
Well then,
Don't remember what your weaknesses were, but I think knife is one.
an interesting dilemma.
Doesn't it suck? I think it was darkness was another.
Tenaba over
Nope, wasn't darkness. Stole my items again. Oh well, I can... Yeah. I'm gonna steal them right back right now.
I appreciate it.
I assume all of these shadow versions are stronger, which is why it's taking a little bit longer. I assume. Seems fair at some point.
My turn.
But last time I ended it right here.
Try this.
I will not be defeated. Molecular charge. Pierce our foes.
Wind.
Victory shall be mine.
Oh well.
The dawn fights on.
Now, what next? Vendor Stockman.
Well, let's see what the second phase of this is, because we didn't get to see it the first time. Okay. So, we're still swinging with wind.
Out of my way.
Mm. Don't worry, we're gonna heal.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Now then.
Out of my way.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Really.
Now be prepared for... I think we'll break your element, like we did last time.
I'll do my best. Molecular star. Pierce our foes.
Victory shall be mine. Fear the sphere.
Here we go.
Time to steal the show. Now the true lesson begins. Like this to that.
Holy crap, that did a
Well
lot.
then. Molecular star. Pierce our foes.
And yet,
Now then,
still in the yellow.
my blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
30,000 and still standing. Yikes. This does not worry me,
My turn now.
because we're going to heal.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Now then,
Wow, I'm so happy to have you on the team, Ulrich.
My turn. I appreciate it, really.
You can't do anything for me.
Ignis of death.
Oh crap, and you have to go first.
Now, what next? Ignis of death.
Well, let's hope that this ability here isn't... Okay, it's just another sweep. There you go.
My turn. I'm ready. Are you time to steal
Bye.
the show?
What? No.
the battle is true.
We're gonna do one of these to end it off.
Windhill fight with us. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Who leveled? Ophelia. Whose book is this gonna be? Oh, the Records of House Ravus. From the time of my first memories, I recall my father lecturing on the origins of our house, on what it meant to be the head of House Ravus, and on what it was I must give my life to protect. My father had heard the same from his father, and his father from his father before him. The House of Ravus is blessed with many treasures, many who covet them. To one born into the House of Ravus... I lost where my spot was. There it is. Such things are as natural and given as the blue of the sky above us. We are blessed with great treasures, and it is our duty to protect those treasures from those who would use them for ill. Among all the treasures, there were none greater than the Dragonstones. The Dragonstones were bestowed upon the first Lord Ravus by the legendary King Beowulf of Hornburg. Oh. They have been passed down in our family ever since. The stones are said to have come from a land far to the east, and they are worth far more than the weight in gold. But that is not what their true value lies. A power sleeps within them, makes them valuable beyond mortal comprehension. For the name Dragonstone is no simple fancy. The stones house the power of the great worms whose name they bear. It is said that the great sorcerer Odin Crossford used the power of the Dragonstones to seal shut the gates of Finis. Crossford had campaigned together with King Beowulf and aided him in the founding of Hornburg. My father, when he was still with us, once told me this: power in itself is neither good nor evil. It is man who wields the blade who decides whether he fights for good or evil. That is why King Beowulf entrusted the stones to the man he trusted above all others, the loyal knight who would become the first lord of House Ravus. Great power can bring about boundless good or unfathomable evil. It is the duty of our house to keep the Dragonstones safe and protect them from those who would wield them for dark ends. Be given enough time, great power will always awaken a hunger in others who would claim it for themselves. Once the Dragonstones came to House Ravus, there was no end to those who lusted after them, not to mention our many other riches. Even kith and kin cannot be trusted to stand against such temptation. Once a rumor reached my ears that suspicious parties were inquiring into the whereabouts of the stones, at the behest of one of my own relatives. It may be that those who sabotaged the carriage my wife and I were riding did so at the bidding of my own blood. Oh, my poor Cordelia, what is to become of you? You are too gentle to ever doubt another. I fear that many will draw near to you, cloaked in the guise of kindness, and seek to deceive you. Cordelia, I can protect you no longer. No matter how I try to call out, my voice cannot reach you on the other side. Yet this I hope you know. Though a time may come when you are betrayed by one you trust, I believe your heart will not falter. You will not lose your faith in people, and this is for the best. For there are those truly worthy of your unwavering trust, and you will find them and keep them close at your side. I held on to such faith, and I was rewarded with a loyal companion with 1,000 other men. Heathcote has been true to me in all things. Surely such a friend will also appear before you, one worthy of your faith. And so I beg to you, Cordelia, never stop believing in others, for it is this faith that will save you in the end. I was that Heathcote. Oh no! Dragon. How is the dragon going to relate? Why are we fighting the dragon?
My turn.
Why aren't we fighting the demon? The Red Eye.
Yes.
Probably because they expected me to sell all that shit. Couldn't help it. What the hell is
I'll
the
not be
ability?
defeated.
Not that.
Maleficent star, pierce our foes.
Light.
Now, what next? Lux Conjurer.
I appreciate it. Really.
Ooh, I poisoned the dragon.
What next? Lux Conjurer.
We're a little low on health. Maybe I should heal.
My turn now. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Now then. Fear the sphere.
Now what happens?
Have at you.
Oh, again.
The dawn fight.
That was a lot of sword swipes. I remember that. That hurt.
I'll do my best. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Interesting dilemma. Lux Conjurer.
Okay, all you need to do, Olberic, is hit 2 of them.
The dawn
That's it.
fight.
Thank you.
Have at you. Fear the sphere. The battle is truly joy. I pray his unwindhailed fight with us.
My turn.
Not that. What am I doing?
Alrighty, time to steal the show.
My turn now. Here I go! Elfric, bringer of the flame.
It's definitely a better use of my battle points as Ophelia.
You know the true lesson begins. Lux Conjurer. Lux Conjurer.
okay with this.
An interesting dilemma. Lux Conjurer! Lux Conjurer!
Out of my way.
You will steal.
Victory shall be mine. The dog bites.
Oh no.
My turn now. Bring about a miracle of
I guess this is a good thing, because that means that I will get another fully charged.
Victory shall be mine.
You are the only one who needs one.
How about this?
It's fine.
Have at you. Fear the spear.
What is the logical course of action? Lux Conjurer!
This time the dragon did not even give me that much of a difficulty. Probably because I'm about 20 levels higher than when we first fought. It's fine. It's fine.
Have at you. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Out of my way.
Couldn't even take it out a little bit?
Time to steal the show.
That's how it's done.
And that's that.
Oof, we're getting so many levels. Now, how does this tie in? From the Diary of Graham Crossford, Part the Third. How could I have been so wrong? All I thought of was bringing my beloved back to the world of the living. When Lilac told me such a thing could be done, I was all too willing to swallow her pretty words. The moment that I arrived before the gate, I felt a finger of ice run along my spine. Even if my mind had been too slow to recognize it, my very blood was repelled by that gate, or more precisely, by what lay beyond it. While I struggled to catch my breath, Lilac sketched out a magic circle on the ground with practiced ease. As she traced each twisted line and rune, her hand never faltered. How many times must she have prepared for this moment in her heart of hearts? It was at that moment that I realized just how she had longed for this moment, how fiercely she desired to see the dark ritual to completion. Only by the ritual may the gate be opened. It will not be pleasant for you, but you must bear it if you wish to see your beloved once more. So Lilac spoke as she led me to the center of the magic circle. As she began the ritual, the first thing I felt was a great pain that struck my entire body at once. It was followed by a strange sensation like nothing I had ever experienced. I felt myself stretched and swelling from the inside out. From the corner of my eye, I saw my own hand changing into something foreign and awful. And then, the fear. Lilac watched my transformation with a glow in her eye. It was then I knew this ritual was not intended to open the gate and bring my wife back to me. Yes, I know what truly lies beyond the gate of Finis. That horror is what Lilac sought to bring back to our world, and I was to be the vessel. Grant Crossford was the Red Eye. That's why we didn't fight the Red Eye here. I would be lying if I said I had no idea this was coming. My conversations with Lilac had led me to suspect that this ritual would not work for just anyone. It seemed that she needed my blood, the blood of House Crossford, descended from an ancient line of sorcerers. That is why I must be the one to prevent her plan from succeeding, for if I fail, she will only turn her sights upon my dear Kit. Oh, Kit Crossford. No, that I cannot allow. While I realized that at the end what Lilac intended, I continued to accompany her in her aims to see so that I could see the truth of the ritual for myself and foil it however I could. Little did I know that I was dealing with a power far, far beyond any mortal's control of conception. or conception. I felt my own sense of self growing faint and distant, and something else entirely filling me. I resisted it with all I had, but that presence, to that thing, a being like myself, a fragile human spirit, could be crushed as easily as an insect beneath your heel. Then, just before my mind was completely consumed by the darkness, I saw the smiling faces of my wife and son one last time. I screamed. The memory of my wife gave me power to resist at the last critical moment. I imagine Lilac herself did not think I would ever strike back at her, but I'd already grown stronger than I had ever been as a man. Even when I only managed to land a single blow to her, it cut her deep. She staggered back and the ritual was interrupted. This is my chance. All I need to do is chase after her as she flees and cut her evil at the root, bringing everything to an end. That is what I must do. But where am I going? Why am I turning into something else? Something less and less human? And so I wander, the land without aim. There are periods of time I cannot remember. I come back to myself surrounded by destruction. No memories, but I know it was me. These blackouts grow more frequent. They come for me now. No, stay your hand. I am no monster. I am a man. I am a man. Holy shit. Wish I could save. Can I leave? No.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. That's also not the chapter 4 for Cyrus. This is alright. Interesting.
You're too tired.
Should have done SP Thief.
I'll not be defeated. Electric star. Here
The battle is truly joined. Anger not the tiger.
Now, what next? Tenaba Operer.
These corpses are a bit stronger than I expected.
Anger not the tiger.
Let's try this again properly.
I appreciate it. Really.
Victory shall be mine. Anger not the tiger.
These bunch of bones are actually kind of strong.
What is the logical course of action? Tenaba Operer.
Well then. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Please don't everybody do that. I'm okay with
I'll do
that.
my best. Electric star. Here's our foes.
Now then. Anger not the tiger. My turn.
Well, this time HP Thief will be better.
What is the logical course of action?
I think the logical course is to use Lux Conjurer
Lux Conjurer.
to break Yvonne.
My turn now.
Yeah.
Here I go. Electric star.
Get a big old blast. both of these to take care of these
Let's do this. Time to
bones.
steal the show.
Here we go.
Victory shall be mine. I wreak havoc upon thee.
An interesting. My focus is on appetite with command.
Now what are you gonna do? Is that it?
Out of my way.
Now, what next? Lux Conjurer.
Victory
This fight's going
shall
really
be
well.
mine.
Well then. Maleficent star, pierce our foes.
Now then.
I'm gonna go with one that I know he's not weak to, so we break him next turn and we get another triple. Let's get another triple.
Have at you. Fear the spear.
Well then. Maleficent star, pierce our foes.
An interesting dilemma. Teneba Operer.
Maybe I should have used Elemental Break.
Time to steal the show.
The battle is my blade is on. I wreak havoc upon thee. With each battle, I grow stronger.
From the Diary of Headmaster Yvonne. It was 15 years ago when I first learned of that tome. The headmaster's chair was but a dream to me in those days, when my prized student Lucia brought a young woman to me. The woman told me that I was the best suited to the position of headmaster, that there was no knowledge, no position that should be off limits to a man of my ability. And so she taught me many things, one being the existence of ancient tomes containing the long-forgotten secrets of old. There are several volumes of forbidden writings in Atlastim's great libraries, and no eyes but the headmasters are allowed to look upon them. The tome in question is one of these. It is the last extant tract of the legendary sage known as Salomon, whose name lives on in history through the land of his birth. The kingdom of Bernstein has long since been forgotten. Long has it been said that he who can decipher its true meaning will obtain power over even life and death. The current headmaster is not worthy of such knowledge. What he lacks in intellect only pales to what he lacks in character. I cannot depend on him. I would depend on you. She wished me to decipher the secrets of the tome and share its knowledge with the worthy alone. Thus a great scholar was needed. One who would be able to fully understand the arcane truths within the tome. The doddering fool who now serves as headmaster could never do such a thing. But a genius such as you, Yvonne, surely you, of all scholars in the realm, are up to the task. That was how she persuaded me. It was true that I bore little resemblance to the former headmaster, who was interested in nothing but his studies, and whose only praiseworthy trait was his tenacity in that single-minded pursuit. But I was different. I knew that knowledge was worth its weight in gold, and more critically, my intellect far outstripped his. How could the idiots around me fail to realize this? This woman told me that the then headmaster, holding a lofty office, he had done so little to deserve what tantamount to sin. That the then headmaster holding a lofty office he had done so little to deserve was tantamount to sin, and I agreed. When she asked me if I could remove him, I assured her that it would be the simplest of tasks. And so, I had him assassinated just as she wished, leaving not a trace of evidence behind to incriminate myself. Shortly after, I ascended to the headmaster's seat in his place. I encountered the strange woman only once more after that day. When I reported to her that I had murdered the former headmaster, she flashed a chilling smile and she simply replied, "So you did." Then she walked away, never again to appear before me. Perhaps removing that man was all she wanted of me after all, I thought. It was no matter. The tome was in my grasp, and I immediately set myself to uncovering its secrets. All the rumors I had heard were true. It was a work of staggering genius. With Lucia as my assistant, I was able to obtain other rare and ancient texts from the woman. Even if I never saw her again. Yes, everything was going just as I had planned, and power beyond the imagination was finally within my reach. How did it come to all this? Damn that accursed Lucia. Damn that heartless, conniving witch. How did I not see? She meant to use me from the very start. I was the one who unlocked the secrets, constructed the basic theories of how to effectively control life and death, and as soon as I had done that, she had no more need for me. That was why she gave me a flawed blood crystal and led Cyrus right to me, so that she could dispose of me without dirtying her own hands. You despicable, loathsome, hateful woman. Death has not cooled my fury, but only fueled it to greater heights. Curse you, and the unholy witch you brought to my side. May the deceitful Lucia burn for all eternity. May the foul witch Lilac be banished beyond the farthest reaches of hell. Please tell me I will get a save after
Victory shall be mine.
I beat these.
I'll do my best. Oh, sacred light.
That wasn't so bad.
Elemental.
I'll do my best.
Victory shall be mine. Fear the spear.
Fear the spear.
You're too.
We're in quite a way right now. Past 1 o'clock, we've still got 2 bosses after this that I apparently can't save.
Steal the show.
The battle is truly joyous. I wreak havoc upon thee.
I'll not be defeated. Prepare yourself, Maleficent Star. Here's our foes.
My focus is up. Ignis Arden.
Ooh.
Now then. The dog fights hard.
I'm just gonna keep you broken best I can, I think.
Lux Conjurer.
Even though
My turn.
probably means you're gonna get a little bit stronger next time.
I appreciate it. Really.
Well then. Bring about a miracle of healing.
My turn.
Oh. This might be the end of you anyways.
What next?
Nope, not that.
Tenaba Okarir.
My turn now.
I mean, you are a fair bit weaker than some of the other bosses we fought, so it won't surprise me if I end you
The
here.
battle is truly joined. Fear the spear.
Not quite. Patience? No patience. I'm not bothered by this.
Interesting dilemma.
'Cause your weaknesses have not changed.
Conjurer.
Now then.
I'm just gonna keep laying in on you.
The dog fights hard.
Oh my goodness.
I'll not be defeated. Maleficent Star. Here's our foes.
Goodbye. Pretty sure Therion will end you now.
Let's do it. Time to steal the show.
Yep.
Don't start things you can't finish.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. The Diary of Matthias. Once I too believed in the teachings of the sacred flame. I led the people in its light as a servant of the church. No one could have doubted that I was anything but a pious believer in those days, and when I look back upon it now, it all seems so painfully foolish. When was it that I first began to doubt the flame? Perhaps it was after I met Liblack. But no, that was but the catalyst to what was already growing within me. Even before Liblack appeared, those feelings had taken root in my heart. The small village whose church I had been appointed to was destroyed in a conflagration, started by a capricious strike of lightning. The flames spread before we even knew what was happening. Before we knew it, we were engulfed in hell's fire. Countless were lost to the flames, even the innocent young children whom I'd loved so dearly. They had committed no sins. They did not deserve to have their flesh seared and their bones turned to ash. So I prayed to the flame. I prayed and prayed that their lives would be spared. Fool that I was, even after they were dead and gone, I believed that if I prayed hard enough they might return to us, that a miracle might occur. And so I offered up every scrap of my faith that I had, until at long last I realized the truth. Believing in the sacred flame and praying to it would not bring about a miracle. And if my faith could not bring me and those I loved succor in our time of greatest need, then it was worthless. It did not matter to me that the power I needed was forbidden. I would use that power for the force of good and bring about miracles. That was the true faith to which my eyes were finally open. It was not something I had tricked into another. I had reached enlightenment. It was only fitting that such a revelation came to me, the one true savior. While Liblack may not have been responsible for my enlightenment, I am still grateful to her. After all, she's the one who granted me the blessing of 100 years free from aging. The dark secrets written in that tome can allow a man to cheat death, and I owe her a debt for sharing them with me. I gained eternal life, or close enough, as a true savior should. I took it upon myself as my duty to save as many people as I could within the power granted to me, and so I set out to kindle a dark flame in our realm. If the sacred flame could be weakened, yet more of Galdera's accursed power could seep through the gates of Finis, and I would be able to claim even greater strength for myself. I hid myself away from those in church who wished to stop me, but the long march of time was my ally. It wore away the lives and the memories of any and all who once knew me, until it was as if my face had been washed away like words written sand. None who still live would remember me as an apostate to the church. With enough leaves, all things are possible. Even obtaining a new name is little challenge. So I worked my way back into the church's graces as the traitor Matthias. Even the venerable Archbishop Joseph did not suspect me for a moment. Every step of the way, fate has shown me that I am in the right. I was able to uncover Galdera's altar because I am right. I was able to use a fragment of Galdera's power to bring about a miracle because I am right. I could become the savior of Whispermill and command its people to do my wishes because I am right. With Simeon as an ally, I never wanted for money nor power. The Obsidians served me well, whether they knew it or not. Simeon claimed never to have spoken of me to the others. I know not if he meant to use me as a secret weapon against the others if they never need arose, or if it was simply that he did not trust me, but it hardly mattered. Laboring for so many decades, the time had come at last. I had succeeded in debilitating Archbishop Joseph with the poison the Obsidians provided. It was a beautiful poison. No one would ever suspect it had anything but a natural death. All that remained for me was to cast a dark shadow on the heart of Liana, the next flame-bearer. That is what was meant to be. That is what was about to be. But no, damn it all, for the farthest reaches of hells, the culmination of all I worked for was mere inches away, so close I could feel the kiss of the accursed flame, and instead, it was snatched away. I am the savior. I was meant to bring Galdera's flame to the world. Why should I be left in this black hell? It is dark here, the blackness. It is all-consuming. Please, someone, anyone, bring me some light. Oh, you poor thing. Douchebag.
Stop here!
Uh-oh.
My turn.
Well, let's see if
I appreciate it.
not weak to daggers.
Well then. Molecular star.
Not weak to wind. Definitely not weak to dark.
Now, what next? Let's conjure in.
The battle is
Sword? Not sword. Patience. Nope.
victory shall be
Spear.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, we'll use shooting stars again. You don't get to poison anybody with those.
Out of my way.
Forgot to heal before this fight again. Yeah.
Now, what next? Elemental grip.
I'm ready. Time to steal the
Venom
show.
Tooth Tiger?
victory shall be
Alright, let's crack the rest of these out.
Fight with us.
So it's weak to another element.
Well then. Prepare yourself, Therion. Starwalker, look upon us.
Now the glaciers go down.
Not ice. That did a lot of damage though. Holy crap.
The battle is truly joined. Fear. Witchery.
Oh gosh, we've all been poisoned.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
It was very much not 1,000. Just so you know.
I appreciate it. Really.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
I know I got regen on it with the Starseer. I could use that.
Course of action. Let's conjure in. What is the logical course of action? Let's conjure in.
I think it's fire that it's weak to. But I don't know. Skills that normally target yourself alone will target your allies as well. Okay. So that doesn't work for other abilities, I don't think.
I'll take this.
How about this?
I'll not be defeated. Molecular star, pierce our foes.
I'm ready. Time to steal the show.
Big slash.
Now, what next? Ignis are dead.
There it is. All the weaknesses have been revealed to me.
I wreak havoc upon thee!
Whew. Right in the nick of time.
The thrill of the fight.
We got so many levels in this dungeon. The Diary of Grossham, Part 1. Grave tidings reached me as I was passing through Victor's Hollow in my travels. My beloved's condition has worsened. I knew my journey must be brought to a swift conclusion, lest I be too late in the end. I made up my mind to sail across the verdant deep. The final ingredient I required was the pinion of an ogre eagle, that most fearsome beast of the sky. They are said to make their home in the forest of Ruba, beyond that vast emerald sea. When I arrived at the harbor, there was only one ship to be found. It was a grand one, no mistaking that, but the captain was none other than Leon Bastral. I recognized him at once, of course. Who could travel these lands without hearing a tale of 10 of that dread pirate captain? the very mention of whose name would set even the bravest sailor's heart pounding and palms sweating, knees weak, arms heavy, vomit on their sweater already. Yet I found the man himself to be quite different from the one spoken of in legend. Captain Bastral stood at the helm of a merchant trader, which was preparing to hoist sail at the very moment I came upon it. I told him of my haste and implored that he let me aboard. "I'm afraid I don't let just anyone board my ship," he told me, and I felt as though I were being put to some kind of test. It was clear this was a man who did not easily place his trust in others. My coin purse as impoverished as my hopes, I held out the only thing I could offer of value, my journal. No frickin' way. Crossman's journal is what led Tressa on her journey. This is my most valuable of my possessions. Within it, you will find a record of every region of this vast continent, every town I have visited, every path I have tread. Surely, such knowledge is worth the trouble of having one more body aboard your ship. After all, what need had I for such a log, then? My journey was nearly over. All that remained was to obtain the final ingredient and hasten home to my beloved's side. Captain Leon gave a boisterous laugh and gestured me aboard the ship with a grin. "You'd have believed the leaves of that old book are more valuable than the leaves of my coffers. You must have had quite the journey. I wouldn't mind hearing about it as you swabbed my decks." As the ship tossed in the stormy seas, my thoughts drifted ahead to the winds to where my wife awaited me. I could see her face in my mind so clearly. I prayed to the flame would guide me back. "It's almost finished, my love. I know not what has become of my journal since I parted ways with Captain Leon, but looking back, I am relieved that it left my hands when it did. Surely it is better that my final entry ended with some traces of hope, rather than the bitter pain I would eventually find." Oof. Yeah, that's true. Tressa wouldn't have left if that's how it ended, I don't think. Get a plum basket in here. Wait, do I have any? No. Okay. Red apple. Grants full BP.
I will not fail.
A man upon a horse.
Witchery.
Oppression.
The battle is truly joined.
It's not going to be that one, or that one, or that one, I don't think, but it could be these.
A blunt blow falls hard.
Nope.
I'll not be defeated.
Shooting stars.
Here's our foes.
Now we know.
Now, what next?
Well, we're still going to check with the others. Not fire.
The battle is truly joined.
I'm going to wait till next turn. That way I can have
Victory shall
3.
be mine.
There we go.
My turn.
HP 3. Check for lightning.
Night Rift, command.
I'll not be defeated. Maleficent star. Here's our foes.
Now then.
Has to be bow, right? No, I already did bow. It has to be staff. No, I did staff.
Out of my way.
Crazy. It has to be ice.
Let's do that. Time to steal the show.
What is the logical course of action?
I'm going to be very honest right now. I am very anxious because we're so far over the normal stream end, and I don't know if there's going to be a save here. It's really concerning me.
Here I go! Stayora, Starwalker, look upon us.
The battle is truly joined.
Please do one of these.
Windhailed fight with
I'm going to
us.
test them all. Oh, knife comes before axe. Whoops. Maybe... Nope. Doesn't do that, just blocks a couple of them.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Ulbrich has been cursed with unable to regenerate SP. Or BP.
I appreciate it, really.
What is the logical course of action? Lux Conjurer!
My turn.
Oh, crap.
Out of my way!
I think I'll heal again?
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Try and ride that out.
What is the logical
I don't know what that
course of
did.
action?
Now we'll break you.
Molecular charge. Pierce our foes.
Have at you! Fear the spear!
Fear the spear. They're not gaining BP either. I thought they still
What
gained
next?
it. Clearly not.
Elemental Grip.
Now then! Fear the spear!
Whoops. I should have waited.
I appreciate it, really.
Well then. Molecular charge. Pierce our foes.
This is not too bad.
Victory shall
Could be
be
worse.
Fear the
We might be close to the end of this fight. The question and hope that I have is just that I can save
You know the true lesson begins.
between here and the
Not bad.
big bad boss. From the records of Lord Werner of Riverford, Hornburg will fall. So now it makes sense why Hornburg had to fall. And it ties Ulbrich's story in. Why couldn't this have been something that was unraveling the entire time? I still remember her smile as she said the words. It was a score of years ago, mayhap more, a simple sellsword I was then, when she came to me with a sack full of leagues and dark promise in her eyes. She knew as well as I did that I was far greater in my aspirations than a sellsword for coin. But coin would have to be a start, and what a start she offered me. Not only leaves to free me from another man's employ, but as much as I asked for to invest in my plot and establish connections I would need. I could use her. I could use her to get all that I'd ever wanted, or so I thought. So I took the girl up on her offer and began my plot to bring down an empire, a kingdom rather. I needed men if I were to accomplish it, so I created my own sellsword company, the Black Brotherhood. I spent 3 years doing nothing but gathering information on Hornburg. Then, using what I learned, I began to systematically remove any obstacles that might stand in my path. I used the girl's connections to make my company of sellswords very much in demand in Hornburg. I took the worst of the lot, no scruples and nowhere else to go, and made them out to be bandits and thieves. I set these villains about tacking the borders of Hornburg. Other armies didn't stand a chance at beating us to the site of the battle. The skirmishes all took place far from the heart. We knew ahead of time exactly where they would happen. Since the foes we faced in those battles were in fact our own men, it was an easy feat to give the appearance of a crushing defeat. Through this farce, the Black Brotherhood won the hearts of the people living in those borderlands. Ingraining myself with the families of the borderlands, I used their introductions to buy trust among many powerful houses of Hornburg. The tales of the Black Brotherhood had spread throughout the realm by then, and I used that woman's money freely to strengthen my ties. King Alfred was well beloved by his people and his bannermen. It would be no small feat to win their hearts away from him, in which case things would become much easier if he were simply not in the picture. Hornburg would not last long without the people's love for their liege binding them together, so my eyes landed upon Earhart, who held a bitter hatred of the king within him. I had appointed a member of the king's own guard so that he could be in the perfect position to do the deed. All that remained to be done was to give Earhart the chance that was all too eager to seize, mixing lies and truths. I lit a fire among his strong young warrior I befriended. I could spout any lie, and would have not have mattered. Humans care little for facts. They believe what they want to believe. In the end, it took me just 12 short years to bring Hornburg to ruin. After the kingdom fell, I decided the time had come to settle my accounts with that woman. I disbanded the company, having no more need for sellswords. Used the riches I had accumulated to buy myself the lands and status that would see me through my remaining days. To tell the honest truth, this was not easy. Could have gained even more had I remained at the woman's side. She could provide me with wealth and power beyond any human's dreams. But my pursuit of this... to pursue this any further would be madness. Perhaps I was already mad to serve her for so long. She was beautiful, there was no doubt about that. But did I desire her even for a moment? No, for within that attractive trapping was evil, pure evil, intent on bringing humanity to ruin. I cut myself off from her entirely, and did not look back. Funny though, isn't it? In the end, I could not escape her. She brought about my ruin as surely as I indulged in her poisonous touch. For in the end, just as I felled Hornburg, it was Hornburg's last knight who laid me low. Highlands, Journey's End.